Hello, everyone. I'm going to do a nice quick yoga flow here. Pretty standard. It'll be a fast paced one, but that's just to get your heart rate up. So, what I would like you to do is go ahead and come to standing on your mat. We're in the center of our mat. Inhale, rising all the way up. And exhale down through heart center. Inhale, rise. And exhale, coming down. Let's do this 2 more times. Soft knees. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, floating down. One more time, big inhale, rising up. And exhale, soften the knees and just forward fold down. So tap down the mat. Inhale, halfway hold. So pull your shoulders back and down. Hands halfway up the shins. Exhale, soften the knees. And inhale, rise it all the way up. Exhale, swan dive down. Tap the floor, soften the knees. Inhale, halfway hold. Exhale, forward fold, and inhale, rise it up. Let's do that 2 more times. Big swan dive down, soft the knees, touch the floor. Halfway hold, flatten back. Exhale, forward fold, touch your mat. Inhale, rising up. Last time, big dive down, touch the floor. Inhale, halfway hold. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let's go ahead and forward fold ourselves down. Soft little knee bend. Just let your head hang, give it a little shake out here. If you want a little bit, you can hold on to your elbows and just let yourself forward fold a little bit more. You're feeling the hamstring stretch. If you are good to float a little side to side, you want a little rock, go ahead and rock a little side to side. And just a couple of nice deep breaths here. You can stop the rock and just let the forward fold happen. And if your hands are on your elbows, just release them to the floor. We're going to inhale to our halfway hold and exhale to the forward fold. Rise all the way up. Inhale up and exhale into mountain pose. So we're in a nice strong mountain pose here. Roll the shoulders back, soften the knees, feet are hip distance apart. And all I need you to do is just lift up onto the toes nice and tall. And then drop back down, pull the toes up, and you're rocking onto your heels. 2 more times, lifting up nice and tall, and then dropping back down, pulling the toes up. 1 more time, lifting up nice and tall. Whoops, even I have challenging balance sometimes. And bring it down, lift up the toes, and then just wiggle those toes. Inhale, rise all the way up, and hands to heart center. You're going to take a step to the back of your mat. And once we're at the back of our mats, inhale, rise up. Forward fold, come down. You're going to walk yourself out into a downward facing dog. And once you're in that downward facing dog, we're just going to press our hips to the sky and let the head hang. Pedal out your feet a couple times. We already started into the toe and heel lift, so we're just going to do this now with an inversion, a slight inversion, head lower than the heart, blood pressure changing, stretching out the calves in this one. And now that we've gotten a couple stretches, press both of your heels to the back of the mat. And we're going to take it to our first 3-legged dog, front leg up into the sky. Pull the knee into the chest and step it on through. You're going to drop the back heel on the diagonal, walk or float yourself up to warrior 1. We're going to exhale it into a warrior 2. You're going to flip your front hand over and you're going to just lean on in. We're going to reverse the warrior. So front hand comes up, back hand comes to the thigh. We're going to windmill this all the way down to the top of the mat. We're going to step our back foot in. We're going to inhale to a halfway hold. We're going to exhale, forward fold. We're going to rise all the way up. Hands come to heart center, sink into your chair pose. So drop the weight into your heels and sink your butt back and down. Inhale, rise all the way up and forward fold, come down. Take a step back with your front foot. Take a step back with the back foot. Pedal out your feet, let your head hang. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So press both of your heels to the back of the mat, tailbone to the sky. When you're ready, back leg into the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull the knee and step it on through. Drop your front heel on the diagonal. Rise up, warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Open your stance. Flip your back hand up and lean on in. Reverse your warrior and then windmill it down to the top of the mat. Take a giant step to the top. Inhale, halfway hold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Chair pose, hands above the head, sink butt back and down. Go ahead and dive forward to the mat. Step back leg, step front leg. Go ahead and give me a knee hold. So you're on your knees. Bring your chest forward of your hands, elbows in at your side, lower down. Feet flat on the floor, lift up your chest. Tuck your toes, push back into child's pose. That's our first vinyasa flow. If you'd like to stay on your knees the whole time or skip it, that is a choice. As we move on, you can go ahead and come into a higher version of it, of the high plank. Let's just move a little bit faster in this one, so come into downward facing dog. Feet are hip distance apart. Shake out your head. Front leg, bring it up into the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest and step it on through. Drop your back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse. Big sweep down to the top. Giant step. Inhale, halfway hold. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up. Sink into your chair pose. Take a dive forward. Front leg step back leg to join. Chaturanga or rest. Knees or toe plank. Lower down, elbows brush the ribs. Go ahead and give me a full cobra. Baby is your option. Downward facing dog. Back leg into the sky. Pull the knee into the chest as you exhale. Step it on through. Back heel diagonal. Rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Lean on in. Reverse it on back. Float it to the top of the mat. Giant step to the top. Inhale, halfway hold. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up. Sink into your chair. Dive down. Step back foot. Step front foot. Chaturanga. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, lower down. Maybe your knees don't touch the mat. Full up dog. Exhale, push back. One more time. Front leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Pull it on through. Step. Drop heel. Rise, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Reaching forward. Reversing back. Windmill to the top. Take a giant step up. Inhale, halfway hold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart center, sink into your chair. We're going to add on. Inhale, rise up. Back elbow, front knee. Twist and look through your window. Inhale up. Exhale and twist. Look through the back. Inhale up. Go ahead and forward fold down to your mat. You can go ahead and step back, or you can jump into plank. If you have made it to plank, lower yourself down. Inhale, exhale. It's the back leg. It goes up into the sky. Pull the knee into the chest and step it through. Drop front heel diagonal. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Lean on in. Reverse it back. Windmill to the top of the mat. Giant step to the top. Adding on again. Inhale, halfway hold. Exhale, forward fold. Rising all the way up. Front elbow to the back knee, hold. Go ahead and step front leg all the way back. Open up your hands. Take the top hand and wrap it behind your back. Inhale, exhale together. Step up, inhale, rise. Do the other side. Elbow back, elbow to front knee. Back leg, step it back. Open up your hands. Top hand, wrap it behind your back. Inhale, exhale. Step it up. Inhale, rise. forward fold. Jump back to plank or step back. Do a chaturanga, and we'll meet you in downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Take a deep breath here. All right, walk yourself to the top of your mat and just come into that forward fold. Elbows wrap around, or hands wrap around elbows. Soften knees and just sway a little side to side. Catch your breath. And then release the hands down. Inhale, halfway hold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. And exhale down through heart center. All right, for this one here, we're going to come into balancing. We're going to inhale our hands all the way up and bring them to heart center. Soften your knees and elevate your front heel. We're going to take our foot up into the sky, and we're just going to tip into our warrior three. If you're good in your warrior three, you may extend your hands out to the sides. And if you feel confident today to do a half moon balance, it's the back hand that's going to sweep down. Your front hand comes to the sky. Take your time, no rush here. Turn your hips out to the side. You're going from a warrior three to half moon balance. We're going to return to our warrior three. So turn your hips down, bring the hands to heart center, slowly come up. Once you've gotten here, see if you can bring your knee up and then cross your ankle over your thigh. If you've gotten this position here, we are in a standing pigeon. So we're able to then bend our back knee and drop our butts down. If this is still comfortable for you, take that front elbow and let's add the twist. So you're bringing your elbow into your foot curve, the arch of your foot. And if you've got the arch of your foot connected with your elbow, open up your arms, separate them. We've been here before, except now we're balancing on the one leg. Take that top hand and wrap it behind your back for 4, 3, 2. Hand comes up and connect them together. Let's unhook here and shake it out. Oh, mamma mia. Okay, give it a little shake, shake, shake. We're going to do it on the other side. So, feet hip distance apart. Inhale your hands all the way up. And exhale to heart center. Soften the knees and go ahead and lift up your back heel. If you're good to go, let's tip forward, slide that foot back, and come into a warrior three. If you're good in warrior three, you can stay. If you want to take those hands out to the sides and float like an aeroplane. We are going to take this to a half moon balance. Take your time. That front hand now is the one that's going to scoop down to the floor. You're turning your hips out to the back wall and you're rising that back hand up to the sky. We are going to be able to come back into the aeroplane. Bring those hands together. And we're going to pull that knee up and come to standing. That knee is at a 90-degree bend. We're able to cross it over to the thigh and then sink our butts back and down. So this is opening up through that hip and we're sinking down. If you're good here, it's the back elbow comes to the front and you place it in the arch of the foot. And again, we're just practicing, having some fun, especially if we're in the privacy of our own home. Just seeing where we can get to today. Just a challenging balancing flow. If you want, you can release your arms out, pressing that bottom hand into that foot. I have to reposition myself. No worries. Pop out of it. Come back in. Find your balance. Ooh, testing myself today on this side. All right, and opening up. If you are opened up and you can bring that top hand behind your back, you get that shoulder opener here. Balancing. Then we can bring it up. Hands together. Unwind. And shake it out. Whew. Challenging flow pattern. All right. We'll do one more flow and then we'll take it to some bridge work. And that'll be a nice, quick, challenging practice. So we're at the tops of our mats. We're going to inhale, rise all the way up. And we're going to forward fold, come down. You can walk back, step back, or jump back to plank. And then lower yourself into a chaturanga. All right, front foot comes into the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and let it drop over the backside of your body, hip opener. Pull the knee into the chest, step it on through. Drop back heel, warrior one, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, sink. Exhale, reverse. Windmill down to the top of the mat. Take a giant step to the top. Inhale, halfway hold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, sink into your chair. Stay in your chair. Bring your back elbow to your front knee and look through your window. Stay low and just switch to the other side. One more time. Stay low. Use your core to just switch elbows. And then one more time. Switch elbows. Come back to the center. Inhale all the way up. And go ahead and forward fold down. Step or float back. Coming into chaturanga. We're going to be able to come into downward facing dog. Back leg into the sky. Bend your knee and let the foot drop to the front side. When you're ready, exhale, pull knee into the chest. Step it through. Drop heel on the diagonal. Rise it on up. Warrior two. Lean on in. Reverse it on back. Float with me to the front of your mat. Take a giant step to the top. Inhale, halfway hold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back elbow, front knee, come into your chair pose. Step back with the back leg. All right, from here, go ahead and keep the elbow connected and see if you can lift off into a warrior three position. If you're good, you are able to open up those arms and wrap that back hand or top hand behind your back. Go ahead and elevate. Bring it together. Step it on through. Stay low in your chair. Switch the elbows. Step back with that front foot. Open up your arms. And if you're good, you can float it with your arms open. Even more instability in this one. Take that top hand and wrap it behind your back. Toe can tap if you need to, or hang out with me here for 4, 3, 2, 1. I have to tap down. Bring those hands back together. And then step it on through. What a challenge. Inhale all the way up and forward fold down. Again, last time to float back. Last chaturanga if you need it. And walk yourself through. You can either cross the legs and jump through and then have a seat. All right, last bit. Go ahead and make your way all the way down onto your mat. Once you're on your mat, heels close to your bum, hands down by your side. Go ahead and lift up into your bridge. And then halfway down only. Okay? Inhale, lifting up. And then halfway down only. 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze your butt. Get those hips up. Come halfway down. Last time, I need you to stay up as high as you can. Hands down by your side. If you are fine to bring one hand above your head, And then bring the other hand above your head. You can keep those hands above the head to make it a little bit more challenging because less of the surface of your body is going to be on the ground to help push up. We're going to lift up the front heel. We're going to switch it for the back heel. 1 and 1. So we're not dropping the hips, we're just lifting the heels. 1 and 1. All right, let's drop both the heels down. Let's bring both the heels up. Down and up. 2 more. Down and up. Last time, down and up. If you're up on your toes, walk them in a little bit closer to your body. If you're capable of lifting that back knee to stack over the hip, go ahead and do it. Place the foot down, you're on your tippy toes. Swap and come down. You can do the heels down. If you can, stay up on those toes. Give yourself that little extra challenge. Keep your hips high. One more time with the front knee to stack. Good. Adding on one more time, lifting the back knee. Extending that toe out to point to the back wall, bring it in and tap it down. Front knee bend, extend the leg 45. Bring it in and place it down. One more time with the back. Try and keep those hips level. Push into the balls of the feet. Pull it in, place it down. Last time, up, extend, and down, heels down, roll down. One knee in to the chest, followed by the other. Wrap yourself around here. Give yourself a little roll side to side. Nice deep breathing here. Let's take it to our final bit of twist. We're calming it down now. So one foot comes down, the back ankle crossing over your thigh. So we were here before once when we were standing. And now we're doing it lying down. Take your hands out like a T. Take your foot and drop it to the floor. Now, if that feels good, you can stay here. At any time, you can just unwind and stack your knees. Or if your foot is on the floor and you want to slide that back foot underneath that top knee and then let both of the knees come towards the floor. Bigger twist through quadriceps lumboris, through your thoracic spine, and opening up through pectoral on that back arm. You can turn and look all the way down that back arm and relax the jaw and the eyes. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, melt down into your mat. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. We're starting with our head to look neutrally back up to the ceiling. We are going to allow our foot to unhook. So if it's underneath the knee, let it come out and stack those knees on top of one another. Press into the backs of the arms and roll yourself onto your backs. We're going to realign our spine by bringing our heels closer to our bum, gently lifting up the buttocks, and then placing it back down so that our spine is realigned back. We are going to allow our front leg to cross over our thigh, and then we're just going to let that foot drop to the back this time. So we're in a gentle holding pattern here. If we want, we can release double knee, so it's just a regular twist. Or if you want a little extra, you're going to tuck that foot underneath and then just allow your knees to come closer to the floor. If you need a little bit more for your cervical spine, look all the way down that front arm. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, relax. Do 2 more nice deep breaths like that. They don't have to be at the same tempo as me. Now again, knowing that this is just a shorter class for those of us who are time crunched. If you're wanting to stay in this posture a little longer, feel free. But if it is following my direction, you're just going to make sure your head is back to neutral, looking up at the ceiling. Unhook the foot underneath the knee, stack those knees on top of one another, press into the backs of the arms, and then swivel those knees so that you're back onto your spine, heels close to the bum, elevate buttocks, and lower back down. We're going to pull those knees into our chest. We're going to wrap our arms around, giving ourselves a nice big hug here. And we're going to place the front foot down. We're going to elongate the leg of the back. And let's rotate that ankle in one direction. Rotate it in the other direction. We can gently guide that foot in towards our body. Micro bend in the knee if you need to. And if we need a little more, just lengthen out that front leg, getting that hip flexor. Couple of nice deep breaths here. We're working our hands down to where the knee bends. Go ahead and bend that knee and place that foot down. You're going to pull the other knee up into your chest and then elongate it into the sky, holding behind the knee or a little bit higher on the calf, and then rotate that ankle in one direction and rotate the ankle in the other direction. We're going to gently guide the leg in closer to the body, and if it feels comfortable to do so, lengthen out the other leg. A couple of nice deep breaths here. You're going to walk your hands into where the crease of the knee is, bend your knee and place that foot down. You can have both of the knees bent, or you can elongate both of those legs out at your choosing, and then just let the feet fall out to the side. If you have pressure in the lower back, just bend those knees. And then just let those hands come up to the side. And let's shake our shoulders a little bit and just rock your head side to side. We're going to take our short shavasana here, knowing that you can extend it as long as you need to. But we'll just do a little bit of a body scan, starting with the feet. Wiggle those toes and roll those ankles one way and then the other way. And once we've done that, just let those feet fall. Let all of the energy drain out of those feet. Bring your awareness into your calves, up to your knees, into those quads, hamstrings, hips. Take a deep breath in and release any tension in your legs. We're now in our hips, bringing the awareness into our glutes, wrapping around to the front of our lower abdominals, upper abdominals, bringing it around to the obliques, following up in the backs of our shoulders, and then wrapping around the shoulders into our chest. Take a deep breath in and relax your torso. Just let all of the energy release. Our awareness is back into our shoulders, radiating down through our biceps, our triceps, our forearms. If you need to roll those wrists and wiggle those fingers, roll one way, roll the wrist the other way, wiggle those fingers, and then just let those hands relax down to the ground. Take a deep breath in and let any energy flow out from those arms. Your awareness is now back into your neck, coming into the face, letting the lips part, pulling the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. letting the tongue feel heavy, softening around the eyes, letting the wrinkles dissipate between the brows and on the forehead, softening the gaze of the eyes and letting the eyes just roll to the back of the skull. Take a deep breath in. Relax your neck, your face, muscles in your head. Just feel the weight of your body being pulled down by gravity onto your mat. Just following your breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Just finding 5% more relaxation in any part of your body that you know that you generally hold tension. And those three main parts are face with the jaw, shoulders with the traps, and abdominals and hips with the glutes. Take a deep breath in and melt into your silence for the next few moments. If you need longer in your Shavasana, please feel free to stay exactly where you are. But if it is time to make the movements, we're wiggling our fingers and our toes. We're rolling our wrists and our ankles in any way that feels right. It could be side to side. They could look the same. They could be moving opposite one another. And once we've done some movements that satisfy our need, and the legs are outstretched, we can start to bend one knee, bringing the heel to the body, then the other knee, and then pulling one knee into the chest, followed by the other, holding on to those knees with the hands. We're going to draw some circles with those knees. So just draw little circles, big circles, fast or small, whatever your body craves at this moment, and then change the direction when it feels right for you. And then we're going to place our feet down one at a time, taking those hands out like a T. Drop your knees to one side and just roll right into side lying posture. Use your bottom arm as your pillow, and then let the top hand just come in front of the belly. Just take a moment in side lying posture to see how gravity feels pulling on the body this way. When it's time to sit up, press the hand in front of the belly into the ground. Use the other hand to walk yourself up. Find yourself back into a seated posture. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Eyes can stay closed if that suits you. Inhale your hands all the way up. And exhale, coming down. We'll do that one more time. Big reach, big inhale, rising up.
Exhale those hands down into your lap. Your head is stacked over your shoulders. Thank you, everyone, for the short, strong practices class. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a challenge, and I hope to see you again soon next time. Have a good rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you find time to get on your mat. It's the perfect time for you. Have a good one.